Hi, you guys. Welcome back. My name is Carrie Penny. I am the Happy Crafty Homemaker, and welcome to Show and Tell 117, I believe. Ooh, I just went outside, so now, of course, like my classes are going to start vlogging. Yay! Anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic day. It has been whew, quite an adventurous week. So I am actually filming this on Thursday, which is something I almost never do for my Thursday videos anymore. And normally I try to have things filmed a couple days in advance, but Tuesday we had our hot water heater replaced finally after waiting a month with a leaking hot water heater. And then yesterday we had just timing errors left, right, and center. So here we are today. Hopefully I'll have a chance to get this edited and uploaded before my normal 6:30 upload time. Adulting, you guys, it's really hard. You spend your entire childhood wanting to be an adult because you get to make choices and decisions, but unfortunately that does come with responsibility and being an adult and having to do adulty things. And after 30, let me just tell you, eating cake for breakfast, not a good idea. All right. Nothing interesting in my water cup. It's just water today. So I'm going to save acquisitions for last. And like I told you guys last week, so the things I'm working on right now, it may be a little while before we have a true finished object, but we're going to have a whole bunch of WIPs going on because I started a whole bunch of granny square blankets for some reason. And so I'm working on those. I have the Christmas blanket that I'm working on. I have my hexagon blanket that I'm working on. So it might be a little while before we have a finished object. It might be when I finally sit down to work on my Yarnable project. That might be the only finished object in August because we're already halfway through the month. And that's just crazy to me because it does not seem like we're almost halfway through the month yet. I still feel like it should be June. My time is it's just vanishing on me. All right, so first granny square blanket I've been working on is taking a bunch of my single skein variegated yarns and making squares. Now, right now, I appear to be out of variegated, which is very unfortunate because I need 5 more squares. And I'm bordering these in Red Heart Soft Navy that came out of the yarns that Erica over at the Lopsided Crafter sent me. Or she didn't really send them to me. We stuffed my car full of them. But you know, some of these are repeats that you will have seen in my Cozy Murder Mystery Cow blankets. Some of these are just one skeins that I had. Like this is the Red Heart Speckle, Impeccable Speckle. Or not Red Heart. Loops and Thread Impeccable Speckle. This is one from Erica's box. This was from Erica's box. This is from Erica's box. This is Mulberry something from Red Heart. This is a Craft Smart yarn. This was from Erica's box. That one's mine. And that was a half skein from Erica's box. So lots of Erica's yarns have shown up in here. I was texting her the other day and I said, you're going to see a lot of the yarns that you sent me already being put to use. So the single skeins definitely are going in there. This is the only one that was not a single skein. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another row of the soft navy around the blanket when I finish it and come back and do a row of this and then another row of the soft navy. So I'm just doing a slip stitch in the back loop to join these. So no special joining or anything like that. But I am 3/4 of the way done with this. I just need to go stash diving and box diving to see if I can find some more single skeins or 50-gram balls of variegated yarn. The next one I've been working on is solid squares, and this kind of has started with my half used impeccable loops and thread impeccable as I'm going through that. Some of these, like this was actually in Erica's box, but there was only one skein in it in there. So I put that in here, and I think that one was an open skein too. But like that went to the Cozy Murder Mystery Cowl. This was in the Cozy Murder Mystery Cowl. This has been in the Cozy Murder Mystery Cowl. And this is a scrap that is not the same as the one going into the hexagon blanket. So this is, I'm bordering this in impeccable. This is another, Erica had a whole bunch of this gray in there. I think she was trying to make a sweater or a blanket with it. But some of the skeins are open. Some of the skeins weren't. But there's more than enough for me to use to join granny squares together. So we do have some granny squares here. He sees blanket parts on the floor and wants to be a part of it. He just wants to squish the blankets too. No. Now he's purring and being all sweet. You want to show him how cute your face is? Go this way. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, this is a pretty normal thing. If I think about it, I'll share the picture of him climbing on Troy's back when we're sitting on the patio drinking coffee this morning. You say hey to the camera? You say hey to the camera? Now I don't know if I can get him to go down. Can I put you down? Mommy's doing a thing. Can I put you down? And he's going to go right back for the blanket, unfortunately. No, sir. Not yours. Oh, goodness gracious. Trying to do anything with cats around though. Got my earring on cattywampus. All right. Next up, we have some corner to corner scrap squares I've been working on. And like I said, I found some taupe crafter secret in the stuff that Erica gave me. So I think that's what I'm going to use to border and join these. I've had a couple of you guys ask why my squares are so tight on this. Number one, my hook is probably one too small for this project. 2 strands of DK weight together does make a worsted weight yarn, and I did use an eye hook, but some of these are a little ploofy, a little thick. But the other thing I did is instead of chaining up 3 to the next square, I'm only chaining up 2, so it really tightens up this loop here so you don't get a whole bunch of gapping there. Almost every set of directions says to chain 3. I'll forget to count these, but the chaining 2 does definitely give you a much tighter C2C shape. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So that's 8 more. I have 6 upstairs, so I've got 14 of these so far. And I have 1 more scrap that I just added to the DK weight when I was cleaning up my desk area. I have 1 more DK scrap that I can add to this. So I'll probably have another block maybe next week, but I finally am through most of my DK weight and sport weight scraps. Pippin's now sitting here looking in front of my pile like, please love me. I'm cute, please love me. So that's what 90% of my crafting time has been involved in, has been doing granny squares. I do have a couple of the 3 round grannies for my 4-patch blanket going upstairs. But, yeah, that was a lot of stuff to bring down. I have been working on my Road to Nowhere shawl. I am like 45 rows in on that one, and I think I need 76 rows. So I'm making pretty good headway on the Road to Nowhere shawl. I do have my socks that I'm still working on, a couple rows here, a couple rows there. No, massive amount of progress on those. I do have yarn pulled out to do a Christmas blanket for the house if I have time to start another blanket. But yeah, that's really all I've been working on. I have not chosen my pattern for the Yarnable yet. That's still sitting on my desk with the stack of patterns that I have. Oh, I got cat fur all over my face now. There's really, crafting wise, nothing else I've been working on. I've only had, little bits and pieces of time here and there to be able to sit down and work on things. Now, we did watch season 1 of the show Katla on Netflix, and that was kind of an interesting show. The dead appear to be resurrecting, and if there's only one season of it, they had it set up to where you could have a season 2, but I'm not sure if they will. I'm not normally a huge dubbed television person. I really generally prefer subtitles. But because they had native speakers doing the dubbing, you kind of lost track of the fact that it was actually a dubbed show. So if you're looking for something just a little bit more sci-fi mystery kind of weird show, that was pretty good. And the new thing we've been watching is we finally decided to watch Ash versus the Evil Dead. And we just finished season 1 of that. So there are 2 more seasons to go with that. But I mean, even television, there really hasn't been that many new things on. There are certain shows, like I just saw, where Archer's getting ready to have its season premiere at the end of the month. Irreverent adult cartoons. But by and large, a lot of new stuff really hasn't been coming out that we're super interested in, or nothing's coming out. We were catching up on something. Oh, the show Evil is on Paramount Plus. Season 2 of that. We've been watching that as that airs, but they're on their season hiatus. So there has, especially with me not sitting down crafting as much the last week, we're not like digging through I'm watching a lot of YouTube stuff, as I'm cleaning, I'll listen to podcasts or things like that. Or if I'm at the desk, I get to watch crafty channels, but television viewing just has been kind of at a lull here at the house. It's kind of weird. All right, so on to my acquisitions. First off, we have my monthly maker bag from Christy Cook over at Tea Doddles. I will have her Etsy shop linked down below, as well as her channel. And she is the one who is hosting the Cozy Murder Mystery Cal, so go check out that. So we'll dump the extras out, and then I'll show you so I can show you the line. But we have this really cute treasure map fabric. Once again, her impeccable choice of fabric. And then on the inside, we have this really, really cool shark fabric. Rah! Da-da, da-da. I love these. These are so stinking cute. And our tea this month is the Stash Coconut Mango. It's an oolong tea. Watch. I can actually smell that through the packaging. That's going to be super yummy and tasty. I will probably ice that. And then our maker charms are these. There's a super cute little shark there. Well, I guess I shouldn't call him cute. He's terrifying. Ferocious little shark there. And then a cute little starfish. Our yarn from Southern Skeins. And this one doesn't have a tag on it. A lot of the other ones have had a little tag. This is called Shark Bite. This is 100% Highland wool. Once again, I keep forgetting to mention there is a small little 10-gram pattern or 20-gram mini pattern that Christy releases that there's a special code for. And then also, we have this little jar here with some little seashells, a tag, a little piece of twine. And she says, extra, maker extra, a jar for your summer treasures. Small jar with lid and cork. Tiny starfish, seashells, tags, and twine inside. We got a little cork lid for a little jar. I love how well planned. I mean, I've told you guys, like, I am totally in for a good theme, and I love when everything kind of gels together and just kind of works together and to create a vibe. It makes you excited to just be in your little crafty space. So once again, this is another like perfect pairing. Absolutely adorable. I need to go see if I can find something real quick before I show you my last acquisition. So I'm going to pause this and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's tuck in for just a second of story time. Here I am sitting here drinking my cup of coffee, scrolling through Instagram, and I see this super cute, adorable bag on Instagram where somebody has said they're getting ready to sell this bag and put it up in their Etsy shop. And I'm literally like, I need this if it's available. I head over to the Etsy shop. I hit buy. I come back to Instagram, literally post on the post, mine. And oops, as I knock stuff over again, this is the bag I got. So I already have stuff in here. This is where I've got like my next solid granny square. Troy had his follow-up today, so I went to the doctor with him. I had to sit there in the lobby and wait. So of course I took my little project. I had a couple of the unfinished granny squares in here, but it's got this beautiful dark green lining, got the pretty little band. But yeah, so like immediately that's so totally me. I didn't pay attention to whose shop it was. I didn't pay attention to where it was coming from. Nothing. Nada. I was just like, that needs to be mine. We're going to buy it. Make sure it's in the US. That's the only. So one of you guys, one of my wonderful subscribers who's been with me since the very beginning, is actually the seller of the bag. And I didn't realize that till after I had purchased the bag and posted mine on it. But her Etsy shop is Creative Chaos Crochet. And I kind of got tickled just a little bit when I saw Michelle's note here. And I understand that feeling because I do a lot of fangirling. It cracks me up when people fangirl when I buy stuff or I comment or something like that. Because it's like, oh my God, so it's a blah, 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 blah. I do the same thing. So I thought that was really sweet. Thank you very much. But this is why I had to have it. I love collecting random vintage dishware. Now I do collect some like normal things like Fire King Pyrex, Corel, not really much depression glass, but that's just because I can't ever find the pink depression glass, which is what I really want. But I got this cup actually at a thrift store in downtown Anderson, South Carolina, the weekend we went back home for my brother's wedding. And this is just one of those weird random pieces that I absolutely adore. It just, it sparks joy. There's no marking on it. I've never seen another piece with this design on it. But when I saw this bag, it just, once again, I mean, I love the vintage styling anyway, but it just made me think of my cup. So I just had to have it. And it's just totally mine. It was totally a mine moment. I absolutely love this fabric. Oh. Somebody's out there. It sounds like they're weed whacking. Hopefully they stay up near the road and don't come down too far towards the house. But yes. So I will have Michelle's shop linked in the description box as well down below. But I just thought that was a really cute little exchange there from beginning to end, and I absolutely love my bag. And maybe now I'll stop carrying around one of my Halloween bags, because I've been using that. I've been using my Halloween bag since May when I did the Spookier Spring make along. So Halloween all year round, right? But yeah, it's actually really hard to find a lot of the retro prints that are in the same vein as the things that I tend to collect or purchase and display and stuff. So I was very excited about that, and I did want to share my new project bag with you guys. And it's got a nice size pocket in here. I mean, I can definitely get some hooks and scissors or needles in here. I could put like circulars over here. And I'm very excited. And one other thing, I want to wish Cindy over at Cindy Hearts Crochet a very happy birthday. I also want to wish Cindy K a very, very happy birthday. And also, Cindy, I would like to thank you for the birthday card you sent me. I keep meaning to message you, but I remember at like 2 o'clock in the morning. But I did get a very, very sweet birthday card. And I just wanted to say thank you so very much. And happy birthday to you too. Your birthday's actually was yesterday. And Cindy over at Cindy Hearts Crochet, her birthday is today, I believe. Today or tomorrow. Lots of August birthdays. But you guys, that's all I had to share. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, fantastic day. As always, I look forward to seeing you guys real soon. I love you guys. Take care.